There may be one more reason to cut back on red meat. Yes, I am sorry. The World Health Organization says bacon, ham, and sausages rank alongside cigarettes as a major cause of cancer. They also say cured and processed meats are in the same category as asbestos, alcohol, arsenic, and tobacco. What? I just can't even wrap my head around this. The WHO says there was enough evidence to rank processed meats as group 1 carcinogens because of a causal link with bowel cancer. Eating red meat is also linked to pancreatic and prostate cancer. And the International Agency for Research on Cancer says each 50-gram portion of processed meat eaten daily increased the risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. You get the point. It's not supposed to be good for you. It advises eating products such as ham, bacon, and salami as little as possible. And this is especially disappointing to me because there's also been recent research that says that there's not as strong of a link between red meat and heart disease. So when I heard that, I was like, all right, it's go time. Like, I'm having red meat 3 to 5 times a week. I'm not even kidding you. I eat so much red meat. And then I read this and I'm like, oh, now I might have to reevaluate. All right, Robby, let's start with you. Make your point.
So what, I mean, is this, I think it's only with processed meats, right? So maybe is that true, or
with
is there
processed meat? So yeah, maybe like a steak you could get away with.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm actually a vegetarian.
Okay,
so that was
you're
a misdirect.
Like, good.
That was a total misdirect. Yeah. So I actually, reading this, I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, you're like, I don't even care. Move
yes,
on.
but I am sympathetic to those who love their meat, and I actually don't think this is going to stop many people from eating meat. I really don't. I think if you're going to eat meat, you're going to eat meat.
You're probably right. Nate, are you a meat eater, and what do you think about this?
I was pescatarian for 12 years.
What is up with all these pescatarians?
But I just started eating meat again a few years ago because I love bacon. I love it. I mean, it's so good. But I guess I love my cancer-free asshole more than so I'm going to really seriously
I love it.
cut back on that. I think the most exciting thing about this story is that there's a lobbying group called the North American Meat Institute, which that really...
That's a real thing.
That's a real thing. I was surprised by that, so...
All right. Well, what is your favorite classic recipe that you grew up with?
I love chicken parm. It's really hard to fuck that up. So, yeah,
Yeah, that's a classic.
Chicken, fried, cheese, red sauce.
Yes.
Easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Robby, how about you?
My grandma was Danish, so growing up, we used to make what was called frikadellers, and they're like Danish meatballs, which is basically ground beef and then like egg, flour, salt, pepper.
Oh, nice.
And it's really good. You like put it in the oven and like bake it. So that was like the one thing I learned how to cook, and then and for a while was kind of my favorite food.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
I'm very much so a meat and potatoes girl. Like, I definitely grew up on steaks. I remember the first time my grandma saw me at 6 years old eat an entire New York strip, and she's like, how did you eat that whole thing? And I was like, I'm a hungry girl, Nana. So yeah, still to this day, love my steak, but now I might have to alter that a little bit. How about you? Are you gonna stop eating red meat if you do eat meat? And also, what is your favorite classic recipe? Let us know in the comment section below, and we will see you soon.